floor is given to His Excellency Mohammed Rashid bin Talia, who serves as the Assistant Minister of Cabinet Affairs for Government Experience Exchange in the UAE, and he will be welcoming you all.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I will be speaking in English. If anyone needs translation, please, I'll give you a moment to put on the headsets. Maybe not all of them understood, but it's okay. First of all, I would like to welcome you all, and I thank you for coming in here early in the morning to be part of this workshop where we will be focusing on how to implement the Zero Bureaucracy program in Uzbekistan. The United Arab Emirates and Uzbekistan has been working over the past years to establish an exchange of knowledge in the area of government administration. This started from early 2019, and this partnership had more than 24 main pillars of cooperation that we have worked on with our brothers and sisters in Uzbekistan. We have successful implementations. We have seen from this partnership positive impact on the government procedures, the government operations, and on the people in Uzbekistan. I would like to highlight some of the programs that have been conducted successfully, and we have seen positive results from. One of them is the 2.5 million Uzbek coders, and this program has been completed and had Uzbek coders that have been graduated from this program, and they've been also now they're on the ground developing either in their private sector or also participating in government effort. We have also worked with the Uzbek government on developing the government performance dashboards to monitor the performance of different government entities in the Uzbek government. And this helps the government to understand where to focus to improve and elevate government operations. Then also I would like to highlight the MGov award. We have launched it a few years back, and we had multiple cohorts. We've seen Uzbek talent awarded through this award, developed innovative mobile smartphone applications that serve people in Uzbekistan. I would say, the partnership with UAE and between UAE and Uzbekistan is a partnership we are truly proud of. We are happy to see that we both reciprocate the feeling of brotherhood and friendship, and this helped us, create success for both nations. Today we're standing here with our latest project that we're working on, which is the Zero Bureaucracy program. Uzbekistan is the first country in the world after the UAE to implement this and partner with the UAE to implement this. I'm confident that each and every one of you will be able to understand what are the main focuses of this program and work on implementing it in every ministry and in every organization to ensure that we work together to eliminate bureaucracy, simplify people's life, reduce friction of businesses with the government and people with the government, and make living in Uzbekistan better every day. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best and good luck during this 3 days course.
Now floor is given to Mr. Hisham Amiri, who is the Executive Director of Service Development and Zero Bureaucracy Program and UAE. And he will present overview of the UAE Zero Bureaucracy Program.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good morning. It's my pleasure to be here in Uzbekistan, the country of poets, scientists, and great statesmen to talk about the Zero Bureaucracy Program. The Zero Bureaucracy Program is more than just another program. It's a new way of thinking about how governments work. It's a new way of defining the role of government in people's lives. And this program has had major impact in the UAE so far. We will talk about them. But before we do so, let's talk about bureaucracy itself. Bureaucracy is the accumulation of multiple layers of decisions, approvals, waitings. It's all results of legacy design, legacy regulations that accumulate over time, which creates this bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is also the lack of quality, the lack of efficiency, the lack of innovation, or as Einstein said, bureaucracy is the death of all sound work. There's real consequences. There's real consequences for bureaucracy. Some studies suggest that up to 4% of the GDP is lost due to bureaucracy. So it's no longer an operational priority, it's also an economic priority to reduce bureaucracy. The journey of the UAE is very rich here when it comes to improving government services. Whether it's digitizing government services in the early 2000s or making government services available on mobile phones and iPads and so forth, or lastly, when we improved customer experiences by introducing rich digital enablers like the UAE Pass, our unified digital authentication method, and so forth. And we've got a lot of success stories, plenty of success stories over the 25 years in this journey. I'd like to highlight the first, or maybe one of the most impactful success stories, is today UAE citizens can renew or issue a new passport in under 7 minutes. It's a big achievement. It's a testimony that all the hard work that was done over the past 25 years had a positive, real impact on society. However, there was still work to be done. There's still duplication that's happening in government procedures. There's still repetitive things that we ask customers, repetitive documents and so forth. And still some of our services and procedures take way too long. So the Zero Bureaucracy Program was launched under the leadership of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President, Prime Minister, and ruler of Dubai, with a very clear direction. We don't want to manage bureaucracy. We don't want to reduce bureaucracy. We want to completely eliminate bureaucracy from the government. A very big target and aspiration. And plenty of other governments have attempted the same, to reduce red tape. However, most of these attempts were one-dimensional. It was just maybe a decree issued, or maybe a policy change issued, or maybe some sort of improvement in government service. However, there wasn't a complete system to tackle bureaucracy and eliminate bureaucracy from government services. So, to completely eliminate bureaucracy, we needed a new engine, a new model to relook at our services, relook at our procedures. This model needed to include a lot of components. We needed to include legislation, policies, customer experience, government service and development under one unique engine with a clear target of making our government services and our government procedures the simplest, easiest, most efficient services at a global level. Also, very clear targets were set for this program. We needed to eliminate 2,000 procedures reduce the processing time of procedures by at least 50%, and eliminate all unnecessary conditions and requirements. And we also created a structured assessment framework. We were going to rate and rank all government entities. So we created this assessment framework. It's comprised of 5 pillars: impact, engagement, innovation, employee engagement, and compliance to the target of the program. And my colleague Amira in the next 2-3 days will go over this assessment framework in more detail. However, I'd like to highlight the fact that 55% of the score of the entities was based on actual impact. We wanted the people to feel that a big change is happening in government. We also designed very specialized tools to help government entities eliminate bureaucracy. This tool, also that will be explained in the coming workshops, was extensively used by government entities to answer 2 very important questions. Where does bureaucracy lie in our procedures? And where should we concentrate our efforts to make maximum impact? And it's a highly technical matrix, but it's also very, very important and one of the main tools in the program today. And I hope you'll get a lot of value out of it once it's explained to you. Also, we talk to everybody. We engage with everybody. We engage with employees, businesses, and individuals in society, because we believe that bureaucracy is not created in one place and it cannot be solved in one place. We need to talk to everybody, understand the complete picture to eliminate bureaucracy from the government. Also, we wanted to reward the teams that did big impact in the program. So we designed an award mechanism. We created 7 categories. We allocated 1 million dirham to each category. And this 1 million dirham was given to the teams, the individuals that contributed most to the program. We wanted to create a grassroots movement here, a momentum that keeps on going, that's sustainable, and changes the way government works from the ground up. Of course, this screen here is a scary screen. And imagine you go to a website or you're using an app, and after 20 minutes, after filling out all the fields and filling out and uploading all the documents, and you go to pay and you get the spinner. It's frustration. So as we progressed in the program, we also realized that we have to tackle this aspect, which we call the digital bureaucracy. It's the broken user experience. It's the errors in payment. It's the errors in design. It's the multiple apps and websites that you need to use to complete a single transaction or a single service. This is a new element that we introduced in cycle 2 of the program, and it has been very effective at tackling something that was a pain point to the customers in the UAE. We also expanded the scope of the program. We invited the society, everybody in society, the individuals, the mothers, the students, the business owners, the engineers, to come and tell us where does friction lie in government services and procedures, and to help us assess and evaluate government services. So today we have over 10,000 people from the society actively contributing to the rating and ranking of government entities. Their score is one of the most important inputs when it comes to rating and ranking government entities in the UAE. So this is the model that we created. And we're about to announce cycle 2 results very soon. However, we can talk about cycle 1 achievements. And there has been many achievements in cycle 1, but we'll talk about the final figures that we have. The government entities have been able to reduce over 1 billion dirham and over 12 million hours for the people, for the individuals, for the businesses in the UAE. All of this savings, all of this unlocking goes back directly to the economy. The 1 billion dirhams goes back to the economy to start new projects, to innovate, to come up with new ideas and so forth. The 12 million hours is saved on people. They're no longer waiting in line. They're no longer waiting for approvals. They're actively using that time for themselves to make the quality of their lives much better. And of course, all of this done because we as a whole of government, were able to eliminate over 4,000 procedures and over 1,600 conditions and requirements. But maybe the biggest achievement that we did in the government is the mindset, the way government employees today think when it comes to operating their entities. Today, employees in the UAE government look for ways to simplify, make things easy for the people in the society. And this is a huge change, and we want to sustain this momentum. And in February last year, we awarded the teams that did maximum impact. 7 million dirhams were awarded over 7 categories. And again, the 7 million dirhams went to the employees that worked on the most impactful projects. And if we're going to talk about success in program cycle 1 and even cycle 2, there's a lot, and we could spend the whole day talking about the success stories. However, once something is successful, it scales. It almost organically grows. And this is very true for the Zero Bureaucracy program. First of all, it's growing within the UAE. Emirates within the UAE now are adopting this program to complete the whole cycle, the customer journey in the UAE. So the Emirate of Ajman, Emirate of Fujairah now have adopted the program, and they're implementing the same principles of the Zero Bureaucracy program that we started at the federal level, now at the local government level. And of course, we're here today, our first international expansion to another country in Uzbekistan. The same principles, the same thinking, the same objective, the same tools, and almost the same approach, only customized to suit the needs and expectation of the government of Uzbekistan. Now this program is implemented, and today we're activating the program completely with the presence of over 70 government entities. And last month, we also signed with the World Bank. As a model, now the Zero Bureaucracy program is an established, recognized model on a global level. The model itself will be implemented in the World Bank and in the other priority countries that the World Bank deals with. So in the UAE, we don't reduce, we don't manage bureaucracy, we eliminate it. And this small engine, the national engine that started completely at the federal level in the UAE is today a proven, scalable engine that's now implemented on an international scale. And all of this serves one purpose, is we believe that the best customer experience when it comes to government services and the best services that you can provide the customer is the service that the customer doesn't need to go through. That service no longer needs to exist. That procedure no longer needs to exist. And this is the way we relieve the burden on customers and businesses in the UAE. I hope you have a fruitful 3 days, upcoming 3 days, and thank you very much for your time today. Thank you.
Now floor is given to Ms. Amira Tadbir, that she'll be speaking to us about the Global Star program and how assessment is done for the performance of the institutions.
Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Today I'm here to take you through Global Star Rating System for Services. This program is not only a framework that we have launched in 2011, it's a roadmap for all entities to make sure that they design and develop all their service channel and services provided on the service channel based on customer preference and based on best standard and benchmarks on worldwide. When we started in 2011, it was based on His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Rashid Al Maktoum direction and vision. He told us that he wants the government to be welcoming like a hotel and operate 24/7 like an airline and as accurate as banking sector. And this was the starting point for us and for all government entities. And that shows us that the quality of government services has always been a top priority for all leaderships on United Arab Emirates. And we want to work toward that. And the 7 stars is a people serving criteria. That's why we built this program. As I told you, we have launched this program in 2011 to reach the best stage of excellence. Our vision is to have unique customer experience and to be number 1 on providing services worldwide. Why it's important to measure services today? First, we need to be consistent service across all various channels, which means that the customer that called the call center in any entity can complete it on the service center and he can follow up on maybe a chatbot on the website or application. Standardization for the services, which means that when we started the program, we had some leading entities on that time. And we wanted to standardize that criteria and to make sure that all federal entities are giving the same quality of services based on 4 leading stages for excellence. Raise the level of customer happiness, and when we started this program, the percentage of customer happiness on the government level was 49%. Today we reached more than 90% after 15 years. Last is to redefine the customer journey. We started to redefine the customer journey, and until today we keep redefining the journey based on the trends, based on the leadership directions. How we assess the government entity. In the beginning, we list down the channels because not all the service channels goes through this system. We have specific criteria. The rest goes through mystery shopper and other quality monitoring tools in Prime Minister Office. After that, we assign third party who are 100% local assessors to assess, to do the disk assessment and set disk assessment and go to the site visit to make sure that to assess the corporate work. The third stage, we are doing it continuously actually, but we have like milestones to check the impact of each service channel. When we say impact, we are looking for the customer experience and employee happiness that they work on that entities. At the end of these steps, we announce and rate the channels through His Highness platforms and newspapers and so on. Today we have assessed more than 1,000 channels, and we reached 90% of service happiness satisfaction. We started with only service channel criteria. After that, we have launched call center, website, and application in 2019. In 2023, we have launched comprehensive smart service centers and outsourcing service centers criteria. And internally, we keep updating this system to make sure that we are aligned with the new direction and leadership directions also. In United Arab Emirates, we have 11 service centers that have reached 6 stars. 6 of them in the federal entity, and the rest are in the local entities, Ajman government, Dubai government. And today, His Excellency Mohammed bin Talia and His Excellency Mohammed Al-Kargawi have launched the new cycle of global star rating system for services, which is competing with the entity to make sure that we reach the 7 stars after this 15 years. And which means that the entity should work more, and we are now in the cycle number 6, and inshallah in the coming month you will see the announcement of this cycle. Here I put for you only how we rate the entities. We have different rating from 2 stars to 7 stars, and it's based on ranges on the scores. To get 7 stars, you need to have more than 96% on impact studies, customer satisfaction and employee satisfaction, and to implement an innovative and leading initiatives in all pillars. I will take you now through the 8 pillars on high level, and because we have 300 criteria, and this 300 criteria is based on, it's like an open book exam for all entities. They can know where they are standing by assessing themselves, and before we come and assess them. To start with, and this pillars is divided into 3 layers. The first pillar is for the leadership and management, where they can empower people. The four pillars is focusing on the journey and the service, and what the entity should do for facing for the front face. And the 3 pillars is an enablers for the internal staff and external employees. To start with the strategic alignment, we assess here the alignment with desires and objectives in the leadership, and we check the leadership engagement on providing the best customer experience, and that based on empowering their employees and giving the customer experience priority on all projects and strategic directions. Second is customer focus, where we check each entity and each channel owner should understand their customers and design the journey based on the customer preference and segments. And also the customer should know their rights, and when they can receive this service based on the service manual. The third pillar is services, where we assess how the entity publish their service definitions, and we check when they how long they keep updating it and marketing it for the public, to make sure that they understand the current station, and if there is any changes, how they reach their segments and aware them and inform them about it. Second, we assess how the entity put standards and KPIs on the service level, and how they keep monitoring it to make sure that they reach the target that they have put. Last, this is the service bundling. We encourage all entities to work together through the service bundling, and we assess the entity based on that. And service delivery channel, we check the service availability among all the channels, and the capacity and demand of each channel, and how the entity implement the multi-channel strategy to make sure that the customer is not confused and can take the service in any channel. Also, how they evaluate their performance. In the customer experience pillar, we check the experience that on the service level, so starting from getting the information, applying for the service, following up on the service, raising complaint, payment, and receiving the service itself. We tackle each touch points to make sure that they provide the leading stage experience. And we check the happiness level of each customer and how the entities are proactive in resolution and solving the issues. And service efficiency and innovation, we assess all entity how they co-design with their customer and the service level agreement with the other entities or with their customers, and how they use customer data customer data and inputs from our interactive tools such as Customer Pulse and Service Observatory, and enhancing the performance of each service. Pillar number 6 is focusing on people. Here we check the happiness level of the employee that they are working on the entity, either the call center or the entity itself and service center. And we make sure that there is a service culture and roles in the entity. We check if the employees are recognized, they have the career path, they know what they have to do, and their level of happiness, as we see that level of happiness of the customer. Last pillar, it's talking about technology. We check here the protection, how we can protect customer data, the content management platform, what the entities do to do content management platform to share the knowledge internally, and the open data, and also integrating the systems internally. All of the above is based on maturity level. There is 2 maturity level. The first one on the level of the question and the criteria. We have basic, development, maturing, leading. The second one, the maturity of the evidence. If there is no evidence, some evidence, good evidence, and outstanding. The assessors go to the site and assess the 300 criteria based on that. After that, we as the Prime Minister Office, we have internal tools. These tools as a mystery shopper app, Customer Pulse, which is the online survey, and physical and traditional customer happiness and customer satisfaction studies, and 171 channel, where we check the people feedback on this platform and make sure that it is an input on rating each channel. We divided the whole assessment into 2 layers. The first layer is assessing the corporate work, which takes 35% from the whole rating, and the rest is 65%, which focus on the tools itself. Today we want all channels to be 7 stars, and we are aiming to have whatever we have assessed in 2026 on that level, and inshallah we will see the 7 stars channels in Uzbekistan with your entities. Thank you so much for your time.
Как вы сейчас увидели, мы показали вам систему оценки, и мы ее внедрим у нас в систему оценки. Как отели 7 звезд оцениваются оказание услуг госорганами. Я сразу хочу сказать, что огромную работу и до всей этой программы в Узбекистане проделал Министерство юстиции и Министерство цифровых технологий, потому что благодаря работе этих 2 органов мы последние лет 5 не знаем ни очередей, ни взяток, ни коррупции, ничего при получении базовых административных справок и услуг. Но есть к чему стремиться. Сейчас вы увидите победителей, которые в ОАЭ получили большой приз. Кстати, вот уникальность этой программы в том, что награждаются команды. Ни министерство, ни министр, ни замминистра. Награждается команда людей в конкретном ведомстве. Это может быть обычный исполнитель, ветспец, это может быть начальник управления плюс его команда, неважно. Денежный приз в ОАЭ составил порядка $100 000 на команду в США. И самые 3 сильные команды сегодня приехали, они сейчас перед вами будут выступать. Это Министерство юстиции, Министерство здравоохранения и Министерство энергетики и инфраструктуры. Чтобы просто мы понимали, о чем мы говорим, у нас очень хорошо работает вертикаль, всегда. У нас очень плохо работает горизонталь. Вот когда оказывается услуга одним ведомством, в Узбекистане тоже все хорошо. Но как только мы замыкаемся на 3-4 ведомствах, это большая проблема. Мы поговорили с том руководством Халк Кабулханасы и спросили, с какими услугами приходят люди постоянно. И эти услуги, которые нам озвучивали, они все касаются 3-4 ведомств. Первое место – это алименты. Второе – назначение детских пособий. И так далее. То есть вы понимаете, где есть необходимость взаимодействовать нескольким структурам, у нас возникают определенные сложности, и поэтому в ОАЭ они наградили команду, вот теперь внимание, министерство, которое занимается инфраструктурой и энергетикой, которое объединило 68 организаций для оказания в одно окно услуги. Это у них фраг по портам. То есть даже не 2, не 3, 68 государственных, частных структур объединили в одно окно, и они смогли оказать услуги, и эта команда получила приз. Называется на английском языке bundling, но узбекском мы еще не придумали. Фактически это следующий этап от композитных услуг. Я вот сейчас вижу Министерство юстиции, они понимают, о чем идет речь. То есть, по идее, мы должны ориентироваться на то, что мы не замыкаемся на своем органе, а мы пытаемся сказать, я вот, например, назначение инвалидности, я не смотрю, я ИХМА или я Минздрав, да, ВТЭК и так далее. Вот в одно окно нужно сделать, значит, мы все свои бэк-офисы объединяем, но человек приходит в одно место или не приходит, вообще онлайн заполняет и получает назначение своей инвалидности минимальным способом, с минимальным затратом времени. Вот. Сейчас я бы хотела предложить выступить. If there's any preference on the sequencing, if not, shall we move to Ministry of? I'm looking at the Healthcare Ministry of the UAE. So Justice will be the first one to showcase. Yeah. Министерство юстиции, Адля Вазирлиги, пожалуйста.
Your Excellencies, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Saud Al-Mansouri from United Arab Emirates Ministry of Justice, and I'm happy to be here with you today to present our ministry experience in Zero Bureaucracy program. And I am so proud to say that the Ministry of Justice in United Arab Emirates won the first place in the United Arab Emirates and Zero Bureaucracy program. This achievement came from the clear idea and clear vision, making services easier, faster, and better for all people. And today I will walk you through our journey in Zero Bureaucracy program. How did we start this journey? Our journey in reducing bureaucracy started in 2021 when we began reviewing the procedure and the services in the Ministry of Justice. And we focused in 4 main areas: court services, and the public prosecution services, and the legal services, and reviewing the law and legislation. And during this time, in 2023, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and the Prime Minister of United Arab Emirates, ruler of Dubai, announced the launch of a Zero Bureaucracy program in the UAE government. This gives us a stronger motivation to achieve excellence and improve our services. And throughout this journey, we completed more than 105 digital integration with more than 60 strategic partners from the government sector and the private sector. How did we succeed? That came through 4 main points. First, we had a clear strategic plan for zero bureaucracy. Second, we focused on putting people first in our services. Third, we create a special team for zero bureaucracy in the Ministry of Justice and supported by higher committee of zero bureaucracy in the ministry. And fourth, we used new ideas and innovation to make our services simpler and better and faster for all people. And I will explain each of these points in the following slide. We developed 5-year strategic plan from 2021 until 2026, which has been updated and improved with the target to achieving 100% of zero bureaucracy across our services. And for the specialized teams, we organized the work through the higher committee of zero bureaucracy in the Ministry of Justice with 7 working teams under it, as you can see on the screen. This higher committee is chaired by His Excellency Abdullah Sultan bin Awad al-Naimi, Minister of Justice, and we meet every week to follow up the improvement of services and achieve the goal of zero bureaucracy. In the first year of the program, we had 50 employees specialists in zero bureaucracy. But today, we have more than 140 specialists in zero bureaucracy. And our team in the Ministry of Justice are also ready to support any organization interested in improving services and reducing bureaucracy. For the innovation in zero bureaucracy, we developed a zero bureaucracy platform. This platform is a live dashboard to study the development and improvement in the services and the Ministry of Justice and track the level of bureaucracy in these services. And also we share the result from this platform with our senior leadership in the higher committee of zero bureaucracy and the Ministry of Justice. We involved more than 320 customers in designing and re-engineering our services and procedure in the Ministry of Justice. We listened to their ideas, opinion, and acceptation about the services they want from the Ministry of Justice. And for the customer council, we don't go with the classic one, which we meet all customers in one big hall and discuss with them how to improve our services. But we create a new models of customer council. The first one, or the first model called user research experience, which based on direct meeting one-to-one with the customer to hear their opinion and feedback about our services. The user research experience, it's a system use AI to study the feedback about the customer by analyzing customer body language and speech and reaction. Like for example, if I ask, it's online meeting, if I ask customer, what do you think about, what's your feedback about this service? And for example, he do like this, oh, it's bad, or it's very difficult. This kind of reaction, the system analyze the reactions and give us feedback and report to improve our services as per this reaction. And the second model, it's called persona service. We are Ministry of Justice. We don't go for oversized service for our customer, but we are going to improve or develop a fit service for each customer. The persona service that much needs of each group and such like people with the special need like a handicap or labor people, and also the service for the Emirati family. As a result of the customer council, we launched 3 service packages and with the collaboration and our strategic partner. The first one is for the legal profession, which was designed with the lawyers, and the second is for the labor cases, was developed with the labor worker, and the last package is for Emirati family, and we develop all these packages with our strategic partner. So what did we achieve? We reduced more than 1,100 procedure and remove around 500 documents, and save more than 8,000 working hours and cancel 155 service requirements. For example, the merit service is one of services that we reduced most of its procedure. As you can see on the screen, the number of fields was reduced from 118 to 21 fields, and the service time was reduced from 5 minutes to 1 minute, and the procedure were reduced from 6 steps to 3 steps, and the number of required document was reduced to 0. Sales cancellation services and the public prosecution, and the second one, the travel ban removal service, also this one and the public prosecution, and both of them are in the criminal cases. These two services became a proactive services where the customer doesn't need to apply for them. And all this work was reflected in a positive way on our customer happiness. As you can see in the screen, how it was, and after the zero bureaucracy, how it came. One of the main reason of fact achievement of zero bureaucracy project at the Ministry of Justice was the media campaign launch. As you can see on the screen, we share more than 2,400 on social media posts and achieve an engagement level of more than 37,000 and potential reach of our posted in more than 84 million people and sent more than 11,000 SMS messages to our customers. And the real impact of our achievement in zero bureaucracy program is when you hear this from our customer. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you want to have more information or more details about our experience in Ministry of Justice and zero bureaucracy, just you can scan the barcode and all my contacts, emails, and contact my phone number also. You can contact me and we can share our experience in more details. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.
And I have to say, when we learned about this experience, I personally was very excited because they asked patients about the quality of the services provided by the hospitals. And I'm sure that if we try to do the same in Uzbekistan, it would be just fantastic experience for people having interaction with the Ministry of Health.
It's a great pleasure to be here today in the Republic of Uzbekistan, and we sincerely appreciate your warm welcome and hospitality. My name is Ahmed Al-Suwaidi, Customer Director, Happiness and Emirates Health Services. And today I'm honored to represent Emirates Health Services and share our journey in service transformation, zero bureaucracy, and customer-centered government service within United Arab Emirates government. So I will take you through a journey of the zero bureaucracy in Emirates Health Services through a short video has been generated fully by the AI. It will be describing how is the person life cycle from the birth to death, and how today Emirates Health Services became, let's say, a positive side to be a step or a part from the customer, from the person life in each step, and how we implement the zero bureaucracy through his life cycle.
From your first heartbeat, Emirates Health Services is and has been with you at every stage of your life, understanding you, living your details, providing you with the care and attention you deserve, nurturing and protecting your first steps, guaranteeing tomorrow's smile and bright future. As your dreams and aspirations grow, nudging your path from school to your first job, our care and solitude grow even bigger. On your happiest day, we are always by your side, celebrating your new beginnings, giving you peace of mind every step of the way, one that is only filled with joy. Our care goes with every step of the journey, delivering our care everywhere, from your first heartbeat and throughout your life. Emirates has services write your story with care, growing closer to you in all stages of life, creating a health system that shapes your future and improves quality of life.
Before we begin, I would like to provide you a brief overview about Emirates Health Services. Emirates Health Services manages over 130 health facilities supported by more than 11,000 employees. And we are proudly serving more than 5 million customers annually. This scale requires continuous innovation, agility, and also customer-focused transformation as well. Our zero bureaucracy journey was driven by one clear objective: making healthcare services simpler, faster, and more customer-centric. We focused not only on improving procedures, but also redesigning the overall customer experience as well. One of our first strategic steps was redefining our services based on customer needs rather than the internal procedures and the internal structure as well. We successfully reduced our services from 20 services and main services and 65 sub-services to only 5 main services with the 34 sub-services. This actually gave us a better visibility on the customer journey, service demand, and also process duplication. One important lesson we learned here: customers do not think in department or internal processes and structure. They think about the outcomes, about the experience as well. Our approach focused on collaboration. Collaboration is the main factor on each success story. Our collaboration and co-creation, we started to engage our employees, the customers, strategic partners to redesign the service and identify the pain point across the customer journey. And now when I'm saying the employees, we have to focus on the frontline employees, the employees who's interacting with the customer regularly. They have to be part of this service development journey because they know how the service has been, developed, or if there is any challenges with the customer, facing any obstacles with the implementing or requesting any service, they will know definitely, and they will be helping and be a good part or a positive part through the service development journey. Following the implementation, we continuously measure the impact to ensure sustainable improvement as well. And that approach, it's the right approach to even evaluate the development. And of course, when we are talking about the impact, to ensure maximize the impact, we prioritize the service based on the factors. Actually, it is 3 factors. The first factor is the service demand, and the second factor, it is the journey complexity, and what is the level of this integration for this service among all the entities in the government as well. And actually, this allowed us to focus on the area with the highest customer impact as well. Based on this assessment, the service was categorized into different priority level, as you can see in the screen. For example, the medical fitness screening was considered a high priority service due to high demand, complexity, and integration with the multiple entities as well. And this helped us direct effort, resource toward the service with the biggest operational and customer impact as well. And when we are talking about the engagement, in my point of view, the engagement here, it's the key success factor in our journey. And that was the engagement. We involved, as I mentioned, customers, employees, partners through workshop, customer councils, and also direct feedback from the customers through our channels. One important point here, employees understand operational challenge better than anyone. As I mentioned, now the frontline employees, they are interacting with the customer. They are dealing directly with the service. They know exactly what's the obstacles, what is the challenges on each step of the service. So if they will be part of this journey, definitely it will be the end or the outcomes, it will be a success story. That's why we involved them in the redesigning service, and it was very critical to involve them in our success as well. During our assessment, we identified, as you can see, several repeated procedures across different services, and this created opportunity actually to simplify processes through digital transformation, automation, and also the service design as well. Instead of improving one service at a time, we focus on improved shared procedures across multiple services. And of course, here proudly, when we are talking about one of the successful initiatives, it was the medicine delivery. We reduced the customer journey from 6 steps to only 3 steps, while enabling the prescription renewal automatically and home delivery service. This has significantly reduced the waiting time and improved accessibility and continuity of the care. This initiative became especially important during challenge conditions and helped us maintaining continuity healthcare without any changing of the healthcare process or the clinical process as how it's going on. We had introduced smart registration using the QR code. The QR code and the digital identity integration. This has enhanced efficiency and reduced the registration time across millions of transactions annually. And the objective, of course, it was very simple: make the customer journey faster, smoother, and from the first touch point of the customer. For selected specialties at the hospital, we had created some bath, a smart bath. We called it a quick bath. This quick bath, we had simplified the patient journey by skipping unnecessary steps, such as the vital sign, taking the pressures and the other signs. And that actually was reduced the waiting time and improved the efficiency without affecting the quality of the care. Sometimes eliminating one unnecessary step, it can be creating a significant impact on the customer experience overall. We are healthcare facilities, but still we need to move, or let's say working on the transformation of the digital channel. We had launched the virtual care. The virtual care was another major of the transformation initiative. Patients can now access the healthcare remotely without visiting healthcare facilities. Virtual care was not only about technology, it was about accessibility, convenience, and improving quality of life for the patient. And of course, about the outpatient, also there was part of the zero bureaucracy. We introduced bundled of outpatient services for targeted groups such as diabetic and pregnant patients. This is reduce unnecessary visit and creating a smoother healthcare journey for them. And the focus was on delivering integrated care instead of fragmented services. When we are talking about the early detection, nowadays we translate the early detection using by the AI. We also utilize the AI technology to support early detection and diagnosis for selected health conditions. This improved the high accuracy, reduced the diagnosis time, and also enhancing preventive healthcare services as well. AI becoming an important enabler here for future healthcare transformation as well. In addition, recently United Arab Emirates launched a new national direction to expand the use of agentic AI in government processes and procedures. Our goal is to enable AI utilization in around 50% of the government processes and the procedures within the next 2 years. And this reflects the UAE government continuous focus on innovation, efficiency, and future readiness. For the medical fitness services, we unified, as you can see, unified the customer journey into a single application across multiple government entities, and this improved actually the efficiency, reduced the complexity, and simplified the overall the customer experience as well. In conclusion, our zero bureaucracy is not only about reducing procedure, but creating more human-centered, efficient and future-ready government services. Thank you once again for this opportunity. We truly appreciate the knowledge exchange and looking forward to strengthening collaboration between our organization. And if you have any question, you can get in touch with me through this QR code. Thank you so much for having me today.
Now the floor is given to the Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure of the United Arab Emirates.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure and honor to be with you today here. My name is Amira Al-Jasmi from Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure, and today I will be sharing with you some of our practices and experiences in implementing zero bureaucracy initiatives. First, I would like to give you a brief introduction about Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure. Our ministry is one of the main ministries in the United Arab Emirates with many important responsibility. We are responsible for energy, petroleum, water and transportation sectors across the country. We build and maintain federal roads, dams and government building. In addition, we are responsible for housing services as well as the maritime sector and its services. Through these sectors, the ministry plays an important role in supporting development and improving quality of life. As you can see, the ministry covers many different sectors and services. Because of this wide scope, we face different challenges and procedures across multiple areas. This raises an important question to us: where should we start our improvement journey? We wanted to focus on the area that would make the biggest difference and improve the customer experience across all 121 services in the ministry. So we ask ourselves, do we start with maritime services or we go with road services, or should we focus on housing? To decide where to start, we created a tool called Zero Bureaucracy Radar. It's simple scoring method used to set the priorities. We use it to evaluate services that need improvement. And by using this approach, we identify the 20% of our service and process that if we focus on and improve, will solve 80% of our problems. For example, we evaluate services based on number of complaints, number of steps, number of required documents, and the number of customer visits. Later in the workshop, I will explain more about the Zero Bureaucracy Radar tool in more details, and we'll go through the practices to ensure all points are clear. After applying Zero Bureaucracy Radar, we found that the most housing services need improvement. So we held customer council and listened directly to their main challenges. We found that the customer journey was very complex, and customer had to deal with many entities, visit multiple places, and provide a lot of information. Based of their feedback and by involving customer in the process, we analyze the issue and design the